Hey guys, what is going on? GT2 King here, back today with another video, and today we are going to be sort of starting a new series where I'm going to be slowly developing a Steam bot that does trading and everything. So I know some basic knowledge of a Steam trading bot and how it works and everything. So this is more of like a guide and something to sort of like get me more involved with this, because I've been putting it to the side and I really want to learn how to code. So the first things you want to do is obviously download Node.js, because that's the coding language we are going to be using. So all of these links will be in the description. We have Node.js, you just have to click download, and you have to have a text editor. So I prefer Sublime. You could use Notepad++ and anything else really, but Sublime is probably the best one, and it's the fastest for the options it provides. So without further ado, the first thing you want to do is create a bot.js file, or make a bot folder is probably the best thing, a bot. And if you do like new text document and just do like bot.js, so you want to go ahead and do that, and let's delete this old file. Then what you want to do is just open this, and here on this page we want to start out by defining what we want it to do. So you could either use var, which is a variable, but the best option is probably const, which is a constant. And I looked up the difference between these two, and const gives better performance, I guess. So the first thing you want to be doing is writing const Steam user, which is the module we're going to be using, which is basically rewritten code of the Steam API that will help you just read it and code it more efficiently for what you want it to do. So, and we are defining it, and it needs to require Steam user. So that's what the module is called, and this is the module in the code, how we're defining it. So then you always want to put a semicolon after, and we want to define our client, which is our actual bot, as a new Steam user, and just put some blank quotes. So this is basically defining the module and the new user. So then obviously we want it to log in, so we want to do const again and log on options, which are basically defining the logon options, so like account name and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and equal, and it's account name, and you basically have to put your Steam account name. So like you just do this, put whatever your account name is. We'll do that in a bit, and then you would just want to put a comma after that and do password, and in these single quotes put it in as well. So that's basically what you need to log in, but this is just defining the logon options. If you want to actually log in, you need to do client, which is our new Steam user, and you have to do log on, which is the function that makes it work, and then do log on options. So it'll call back this variable or constant, and it'll log in with these details. So we're gonna go ahead and see what it does, and theoretically it should log in. So when it does, we want to do like client dot on logged on, which is basically what you want it to do when the client logs on. And we're gonna go ahead and put that in quotes because we don't need any variables, or I don't know what those are called. And we do that, and we want to define what we want it to do. So all we want it to do is just console log successfully logged on, and that's pretty much what we want it to do for now. We'll figure out the rest afterwards. So this should work. We also want to put a quote there, or a colon. So what you want to do from here is you want to open a command prompt, and you have to navigate to this directory wherever you have the button. So just type cd and paste the directory. And the first thing you want to do is you need to use the Steam user, or you need to download the module basically. So all you need to do is type npm install and the module. So we're just going to wait for it to do that. And while it's doing that, let's also make a configuration file so we could stay a bit more organized. So all we need to do is type const config equals require, and now we want it to define the file location, which is going to be in our default directory. So we're just going to type like config.json, and we're going to go ahead and open that as well. And here, instead of the quotes, since it's not an actual, like, they're not actual letters, we want to define where we could find these. So like config.username, and now since we've made the file, it's actually ./config.json. So this is the default directory, and the file is called config.json, and that's what config is. So whoops, we're gonna go ahead and put a colon there, and just put that right here for some more organization, I guess. And then on password, we're gonna type config.password. So then in our config, what we want to do is do like username, and we want to define after there, put a comma, put this password in here, and that's basically it, because this is the last. So after everything in the JSON, you have to put a comma unless it's the last one. So we're gonna go ahead and fill out our password and stuff, and I'll be back in just a sec. So we're just gonna move this to our other browser, or our other monitor, and type out our password. I believe that's it. Whoops, there we go. So this should work now, because we've defined the config, the account name, what we want it to do, and what we want it to do when it logs on. So all we need to do now is do a node start bot.js, because we're in the directory, or my bad, we want to just type node bot.js. Invalid password. Okay, so that's my bad. Let me just type. I was wondering which password it was, because I have a few different passwords throughout all my accounts. So it'll ask me for the SteamGuard app code, because we haven't done it automatically yet. So we're just gonna go ahead and pull that from Steam Desktop Authenticator. So just so you guys all see it works, let's just ignore that message, and you just copy and paste the SteamGuard app code, and it says successfully logged on. So it's logged on. As you can see, it's not doing anything because we haven't told it what to do, but it's online on Steam, even if it doesn't show. So for the last part, we just want it to do something when it logs on. So we're gonna go ahead and type, let's say, client dot set persona, which is either the name or the status of the user. So we're just gonna steam user dot steam e persona state, and let's just go with busy. You could do online, away, looking to trade, or anything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and type busy and see what it does. So theoretically now it should log in. So we're just gonna go ahead and close that, run it again, pull the SteamGuard app code, whoops, paste it in, and Steam is not defined. Oh, that's why. So steam user.steam, it should work now. Let's see. Now I'll have my code in the description as well as a tutorial that's showing me this. Oh, we have to wait for a sec just so it gets a new code, because we tried logging in a bit too fast. So that's our new code. And cannot read property busy. So we're just gonna try online. Again, I'm not too familiar with these things, mainly because I'm doing this to sort of help me improve and sort of try and help you guys out as much as I can. So we're just gonna do nodebot.js, let it log on, and let's wait just a sec so we get a new code. And there it is. So we'll just copy and paste that in. In the next episode, what the hell? I wonder why it's doing this. Is this why? That's why. Persona is capitalized, my bad. So again, I'm trying to help you guys learn and help me learn as well. Just so, because this is a way to motivate me to learn how to code and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and paste our new SteamGuard app code, and finally it's successfully logged on. And we are online, as you could see here. So in the next episode, we are gonna automate logging on so you don't have to type the SteamGuard every time. And yeah, this is just a basic bot. We're also gonna be able to go into games and maybe reply to chat commands or to specific messages. So I hope you guys did enjoy this kind of episode. This was a live commentary, so sorry if I stuttered a bit. And yeah, I'm gonna try and help everyone to the best of my abilities. So I hope you guys did enjoy, and peace.